Hey guys, classichomer here. Welcome to my Zelda 25th anniversary Let's Play of my favorite Zelda game. Easily, hands down by far. It's The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. The Super Nintendo version, not the Game Boy Advance version with the annoying young Link voice and the blonde hair. No, this is the original thing. The way it was meant to be, with Link with weird purple magenta hair. And I love this music. I absolutely love the backstory music, so I'm just going to let this play out. You can read it at your own pace. Well, you can pause to read it at your own pace, but it's going to scroll auto, and I can't push any buttons or else it'll skip it. So I'm just going to be quiet now. If you don't want to see this, skip ahead like a minute or two. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the opening story. I've already got a file here set up, ready to jump in, so let's get to it. And we're apparently having some kind of weird dream or something. You see we're laying in bed, and we're hearing a strange voice who claims to be Zelda. And there's a wizard, I cannot possibly pronounce his name right. Agonihim. No, that's not even right. I put the H after the N. I'm terrible with pronunciation, if you couldn't tell from all the previous videos I've ever done. So I'm just going to call him Aghanim. I think that's close enough. And that's suspicious. Why is Uncle leaving right now? Well, screw that. It's boring to sit around and do nothing all day. Let's open up the chest and get a lamp! And get the hell out of here. So, here we are introduced to the overworld, and it's raining, and pretty much every way you go is going to be blocked off except for the one right direction. Got these guards around, humongous, like, tower shields. And at least they get you some, some information on the controls. We can look at the map by pressing X, which gives us a nifty Mode 7 map, and actually tells us where we need to go right now. So, I guess this is the point of the game, or where the game would expect you to just know what to do and start going the right way. So I'm going to take this little back entrance. There was a path leading around you could have taken, and it was supposed to get into the castle, but this guy's not going to let us in. And that's sound advice for, pretty much anyone at this time of night with the storm going on. But instead I'm going to follow this, conspicuous stone path that totally isn't leading to anything. Oh look, a fall hole. Yes. A pit to fall into. A secret entrance! And our uncle who's, I don't know why he's dying. Maybe he broke his leg? Maybe the soldiers got to him and he escape back to here to fall over and die. And we can't check him anymore. In fact, we walked right through him. He's dead. That's sad. Well, like he said, we can charge up our sword slashes, and it does roughly double damage. So green knights have 2 HP, and a spin will kill them, 2 slashes will kill them. Take your pick, it doesn't matter. Those little green powder patches I picked up will refill your magic, and as you can see, we already have a magic bar. Unlike later games like Ocarina of Time, where you have to wait forever to get your wow. There's a path for him to get through. It's not like he couldn't make it, but oh well. Guards don't have the best AI, especially the ones with the daggers. They kind of walk aimlessly, whereas the ones with the swords will actually hunt you down a little bit, kind of. It's alright. They're all easily dispatched by using spin slashes. And throwing jars. Jars, for some godforsaken reason, do a ton of damage. So if you ever need to kill someone and, you know, there's a jar nearby, I suggest using that. Ah, crap. And just get into a stab fight with them. There we go. You see, blue guards take 3 hits. Alternatively, you can just knock them down holes. That's probably my favorite thing to do in this area, is just go along, screw you, go down the hole. You see, pot kills blue guard 1 shot. So it does 3 damage at least. That's redonkulous. Like, seriously. I don't understand why throwing a... They had to be ceramic pots of some sort, I would imagine. Why the hell does that hurt more than a steel sword? Or iron sword. Some kind of metal sword that's obviously not, you know, copper. And it's not the wooden sword like in Zelda 1. So that room we got the boomerang in. This is pretty much my best friend for, I guess, about half the game at least. It's what I consider to be the default item, although your first item slot, you know, later on is going to be a completely different weapon. And also pretty iconic to the Zelda series. Let's just hit that guy from behind with boomerang so you can take him out. And you want to just come over here, grab these pots, and take out this ball and chain wielding Mega Knight. He's actually pretty difficult if you aren't, you know, taking care of him with your resources. And we found Zelda! Alright, beat the game already! I think all we have to do is take her out of here and leave. And she's warning us about what Agonen's been doing and controlling the guards, and that something is not right with her dad, as we saw in the intro scene. Looked like he was pretty dead to me. His head was a skull. A freaking skull! He's totally dead. Everyone's dying already. Freaking 10 minutes into the game. Our uncle's dead, Zelda's dad, the king is dead. It's complete apocalypse here. At least, you know, in Hyrule. So, we're going to take a slightly different path to get around all the guards and get out of here quickly. Because we don't want to get caught with Zelda. I mean, hey, what'll happen? They'll grab us and throw her back in the dungeon? That didn't seem to make any sense. He should have been knocked back towards me, but I'm glad he wasn't. And poor bastard can't get, you know, any break. I must throw him in the pit every time. And we could have gone the other way out, but whatever. They're really not that different. In fact, the other way's a little harder. Has more guards. I'm going to go up here because we need to make... Whoa. We need to get to the throne room, which is going to be down the, like, center door from the main hall, which is over here. And we can find a path to the sanctuary that way. Sorry if I'm scrolling the text too fast. If you really need to read every word, pause. So, here she's warning us that if we don't have the lamp, we're going to be pretty much blind in here. And we can't actually move that without her help, so even if you knew where to go, you still have to go get Zelda. Rats. Rats are amazingly good, money grinder guys. They're rich. Let's say that. They're ridiculously rich. Like, for some godforsaken reason. Whoa, hey, come back here. You're not allowed to run into me like that. Like, whoa, stupid light turning out. Pause the game for just a moment. But no, when I did a test run of this, one of the rats I killed in this room had 20 rupees. Why are the rats richer than the soldiers? I think we understand why Hyrule's going to shit. Its economy is fucked. And the snakes are pretty much as tough as green soldiers. Maybe a little more annoying because they just, you know, see you and come right at you. But they take 2 hits or a spin slash. Bats are useless. I hate bats. I think you can kill them with the boomerang and they don't drop anything ever. In fact, I'm going to test that boomerang theory out right now. Yep. They just suck. Screw bats, but don't screw Batman. Arkham City is amazing. And it shouldn't be too much longer now, according to Zelda. Ooh, lots of rats. Must kill. Nope, screw you. You're all going to die. I'm going to take your money. I swear it's... well, that wasn't too good of a haul, but the chance is there for it, trust me. I think when I did this before, I ended up with over 50 rupees by the time I left the sewers. There we go, there's a 20. Whoa, almost got hit by that guy. Hey, come back. And there's probably more rats. Yeah, I do want to kill all the rats. I don't care so much about the bats or typically what's under the pots. Just be magic, maybe a rupee. But I do want to kill every one of the rats I see because, well, it's a money opportunity. And money is going to be rather important in the early parts of the game. Not that there aren't ways to deal with it anyway, but, you know. I like getting a head start. Just come down here and catch him, yeah. Out of the way! And, oh good, we're finally out of the darkened parts of the sewers and the path to the sanctuary. The Underground Railroad, as it were. That's practically what it is. Whoa! It's safe passage underground from, away from law enforcement and persecution. And, wow. Okay, doing pretty good. Nearly 100 rupees, and we aren't even out of the first, like, intro dungeon area. I'm not sure you could qualify this. I guess you could qualify this as a dungeon. Because I have 3 qualifications in the Zelda game as to what makes a dungeon. And you have to meet at least 2 of the 3. There must be a boss, a item to pick up, or get a heart container by the end of it. And we picked up the boomerang. There hasn't been a boss yet, and we're in the sanctuary, but I'll give you 2 guesses as to what's in that treasure chest. But first, we're going to have a little bit of dialogue from the, I guess he's the priest? And, yeah, just more stuff about the wise men and that we have to go and stop the wizard Aghanim and save the 7 wise men's daughters, maidens, descendants, and a little bit of a pep talk. And we have to go collect the Master Sword because without it we won't stand a chance. That's pretty typical for a Zelda game. And we're gonna go see an old wizened elder in Kakariko Village. There you go, heart container. So, that should wrap it up for this first episode. And next time we're going to go... Actually, I'm going to show you the map real fast, show you where we're going. I pre-marked that spot on our map, so we're going to head off to the west to Kakariko and see this elder and probably do a few side things in the village. Next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. classichomer signing out. See you guys later.